Cooking should never be boring.
Vocal fry, the sound everyone loves to hate, is actually completely natural. It's also part of one of the most irritating affectations in modern speech. So today I'm breaking down why it bothers people so much and how easy it is to shift out of it. Welcome to Read the Room. I'm Mary Falkenstern. Let's begin. To frame this conversation, I want to start with a clip from the TV show Loudermilk.
I can't help it. It's my voice.
No, it's not. It's an affectation that annoying teenagers and rich people use to sound like they don't give a shit.
He says out loud what so many people are thinking when they hear somebody speaking like this. But more importantly, this scene frames something that's vocally relevant. It's not actually the vocal fry by itself that's so irritating. It's the vocal fry plus the stack of other vocal choices that are happening alongside it. That stack creates an affectation, and it's the affectation that's so annoying. So what happens is we get the vocal fry that's at the end of almost every phrase where it drags the vowel out.
Okay, room for cream.
Totally leave room for cream.
Why are you talking like that?
Why are you talking like that?
Now, anytime we have a predictable vocal pattern, the brain usually flags it as annoying. But it doesn't stop there, because there's another thing that's happening, which is the vowel distortion. So listen, I'm going. I'm over it. Going becomes going, over it becomes over et. There's nothing casual or natural about somebody who's doing this in everyday speech, which is where we get cognitive dissonance. Somebody who seems to be saying, whatever, I'm so relaxed, but their vocal choices are aggressively stylized. So it makes sense that somebody would think, why are you trying so hard to sound like you don't care? And this is not an attack on women or anybody who uses this affectation. That's a primal response to the vocal choices that are being made. What happened with this pop culture phenomenon of vocal fry is it led people to just say, don't use it. Ban the vocal fry altogether. And a lot of people who are saying that actually use vocal fry themselves, sometimes while giving the advice to stop using it. I'm saying that because the vocal fry is not the enemy. It's one of our 3 vocal registers. Highly skilled speakers, singers, broadcasters, they use it occasionally. They just don't live there. Why don't they live there? Because of the 3 registers, the vocal fry or the pulse register has the least amount of variation. Where I hear it showing up more frequently now is not in the affectation. It's when people are speaking into microphones. Think of virtual calls, voice memos, TikTok. And what happens is when people are speaking into a microphone, they think, okay, I'm going to speak more quietly. The problem is that some people don't understand that they can still gently project their voice forward, and so they end up getting trapped by projecting the voice backward into their throat. I call it riding the fry. You'll hear somebody talking like this on, say, a podcast, and you'll hear them kind of resting here, and you hear how there's not much variation to the voice. So if you feel like you're getting stuck there, the first thing you need to do is understand what it feels like to be in different registers. So for a moment, place your hand on your neck and just make the creaking sound. Now say, you just shifted from the pulse register into the modal register. The modal register is where your voice has the most resonance. It's where you're going to have the greatest variation to the tone. So how do you shift out of the fry into the modal register? I'm going to give you 2 simple exercises. Both of these take 20 seconds and they will instantly reset your voice forward. They're grounded in voice science. The first, lip trills. You just make a lip trill like this. Then you add sirens to add flexibility to the voice. You cannot do a lip or a tongue trill. Tongue trills do the same thing with vocal creak. The second is straw phonation. This is one of my favorite exercises. It was actually created for vocal fatigue, but it does magic for vocal fry. You use a straw as if you would be sipping something out of it, but instead we're going to make sound. So we go like this. Then you'll do the siren. And then just hum a little bit of a song. Be messy with it so that the voice is just slopping around. If you do this for 30 seconds, it can actually set the voice forward for hours. Now you'll notice that I haven't talked about changing the breath. A lot of people think about vocal fry, lack of breath support, but it's actually more about vocal placement. So if you do these exercises, you'll find that the breath just drops in. Now you know exactly what to do to shift out of vocal fry and into a more resonant placement of the voice. No shame to using vocal fry. There are people who have made very lucrative careers using it. I just care that you are intentionally able to choose where you place your voice and that it matches what you want to say and who you want to be. I hope you found this helpful. Until next time, cheers.